Welcome everyone, I'm Untitled and today we're building an automatic chicken cooker in Minecraft Java 1.16.4. So let's get straight into it right now. Okay everybody, now you'll see here, it's very busy in here, but this is my testing site for my chicken cookers. So first things first, this is a ooh, that was a mistake, come on, get out of it. There we go. Okay, mistakes has been fixed. So this is the old style cooker. You can see it's got the lava there. And now if I'm quick enough, yes, okay. So we've got the lava there, and then you've got your baby chickens there. So what happens is as the chickens would grow up, their heads would hit the lava, they would die due to the lava damage, and then the drops would fall down to the chest below. This doesn't work anymore. I'm not exactly sure what Mojang has changed, but this no longer works. You can see the drop rate here. 1 hour you get 3 chickens, 22 feathers. 2 hours 14 chickens, 55 feathers, so on and so forth. After 6 hours, guys, I let this run 6 hours continuously, you get 47 chickens and 145 feathers. That's it. So this is a updated one of this. I'm not claiming I designed these, I just experimented with this until I found something that worked. So it's nearly exactly the same design. You've got your chickens up on the top. You can see all of them. There's 24 in there, and then they would drop their eggs into the hopper, which feeds them into the dispenser there. And the observer detects that, then activates the redstone there, which then tells it, "Oi, you need to dispense now." And that's what the comparator does. So there's exactly the same design here. The only difference is you can see it's got a solid block above it, and so they will grow up, they'll hit their heads into the solid block and die from suffocation, and then they'll drop their chicken and feathers, as you can see there. Now after 1 hour you get 32 chickens, 23 feathers, and you can see it scales up there. 2 hours 59, 4 hours 138, 6 hours 175, and 171. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this style quickly. It's not difficult to build. The only downside with building it with a suffocation style is that it becomes gets you raw chicken, not cooked chicken. You can do it this way around. This one is still busy testing, but you can see it's not doing all that great. The same problem still exists. It's working, but it's not still great. So we're going to build this one, we're going to build both to show you both. There's only one literal design change between the two, and I'll show you what that monstrosity is out there as well. So let's go outside and get a bit of space. All right, so we don't need much to build this, so this is what we need. Welcome everyone. So what do you need to build an automatic chicken farm? So let's get straight into it. First things first, you need a chest, a hopper, a dispenser, 1 redstone comparator, 1 piece of redstone, an observer, a minecart with a hopper, some building blocks, a bucket of lava if you want to do the auto cooker route, which I don't recommend, 1 rail, 1 slab, some more building blocks in glass, and some chicken spawn eggs if you're creative. So first things first, put down your chest and then put down your hopper on top of that. Now you want to put your dispenser facing on 1 block back and 1 block up like that. Now we're just going to put down a block this side and a block that side. Then we want our rail, so we're going to put down a rail there, and then our minecart on top of that. Okay, so that is our collection system. Next we're going to swap our slab in, so we're going to put our slab there, and then we want some more building blocks, and we want our piece of glass as well. All right, so that very quickly is our collection and dispensing system. So let's start. So the chest obviously collects all the chicken and the feathers. The hopper then feeds that in. Same thing with the hopper minecart. The hopper minecart will collect all the chickens and the raw chicken and the feathers. And the dispenser kicks out the eggs so they can hatch into baby chickens. Next thing we need is a observer. So we're going to put an observer here. Now it's very critical for this to work. You need your red dot, you can see it just there, facing this block here. Now you're going to put your single piece of redstone dust here. So how this works, the observer will then detect what is coming through and power that piece of redstone. So next we want our hopper there, then be on top of the face here. You can see the face there. We want our comparator. So what is happening here is our comparator is comparing what is happening in the hopper. So nothing is happening in the hopper currently, so it's all happy. As soon as an egg goes through the hopper, it detects that change and says, hey, there's a change here, and I need to let the observer below me know about that. The observer says, thank you very much, and then outputs that redstone signal into this piece of redstone dust, which will then power the dispenser. And the dispenser goes, okay, I need to shoot now, and then it'll shoot the egg out into here. Then you need to block this off like this, so we might as well just make it look nice and neat. Now we're just going to block this in like that and like that. So that is essentially the whole chicken, the whole chicken farm done. So I'm just going to put some chickens down. And 24 is obviously the max limit because of entity cramming. There we go. Alright, that click you heard was the first signs of it working. I'm just going to break those so you can see what happens. So as the baby chickens, all the eggs go through the system, let me just grab some eggs here. And I'm just going to throw some in here. Alright, you can see there they're getting dispensed out. So they'll get dispensed out, and if we're lucky, we'll get a baby chicken. No baby chickens for us. But the baby chickens will go in here and they'll grow up. When they grow up, their heads will hit that solid block, and it has to be a solid block or an opaque block, not a piece of glass or glowstone or thing like that, something transparent. Once it hits that solid block there, it will then die, and then it will feed down into here. So that's the whole system, guys. If you wanted to make this a lava system, all you have to do is break that block there, put your bucket of lava there, and then block it in like so. I don't recommend you build this style. If you want to, you can. It's not too terribly efficient, as we've discussed earlier. So that's the whole farm, guys. Nice and neat and small, tall package, but very narrow. Now, if you want to automate it, this farm up here is exactly the same as this farm. There's just something I threw together very quickly for this video. So we've got our chickens here. As they grow up, they'll die, and because the heads will hit there, they'll drop their eggs into here, into these hoppers, and into this dispenser. Once they land in this dropper, the dropper kicks them out due to this auto-clicking circuit. They'll feed down here. So if I put some... I actually need some feathers because this has got a filter system in it, and then we need some chicken as well, some raw chicken. All right, so if I put some of that and there, all right, so you see it's kicking it out there. I've just taken off the blocks above here, but you can see it's going down there. It's getting picked up by this hopper here because there's a filter system on the back end. It goes into this chest then feeds it into this furnace. And the furnace, once it gets some bamboo from my automatic bamboo farm on this side, which I've now broken, that needs to, if I want to fix that, all I have to do is put a solid block there, get my minecart here, and put down my minecart back there. All right, so that's now fixed. We can just fix that. All right. So that will now feed the bamboo into the furnace, and you can see it there. It's cooking all of our chicken for us very nicely, and there's our stack and a half of chicken. So this is one very crude way you can do this, guys. As I said, this is just a temporary system. It's combining 1, 2, because there's a redstone clicker down there, 3, 4, essentially 4 bits of redstone for it to function, but it's not too terribly complicated. It took me a little while to figure this out because I haven't built something this complicated before. I'm still pretty new to redstone, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the outro. Well, everyone, as you can see there, the old style of chicken cooker does not work anymore, and the new one does work, as I showed there. I tested it for over 6 hours, and as you can see, the results are quite clear there. And there is a third style which deals with suffocation as well, but that one takes a lot more to get it to automate. You've got to build a filter system so you don't block up the hoppers and all that with feathers and that kind of thing. But that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed. Please do smash that subscribe button, click on the bell, and do share the content far and wide. And keep safe, keep well, and we'll see you next time. Cheers for now.